What's up guys, Nico's Magic back, and for this trick I really need a spectator that I don't have, so I'm just going to be doing a tutorial for you guys. I'm not going to be actually doing a performance because lack of a spectator, but it'll still show you how to do it out in the real world for your fans. So to start, I go ahead and I use the 5 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 2 of hearts, and ace of hearts for kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have this pad here that's marking down cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it goes ace on top. I'm going to make sure that those cards are on the top of the deck in order, ace through 5. Alright, that's crucial. You can shuffle the middle. Just make sure that when you start the trick, those cards are on top. And what you're going to do is you're going to separate them into 5. So you know it's ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then you can just put whatever cards you want on them. Just make it 5 cards to a pile. So this trick is all about mind reading. So once you have 5 piles of 5, you're all good. You can throw the rest of the deck away. So we have our 5 piles here. Now what you're going to do is you know that there's either your ace through 5 on the very bottom. So you're going to go ahead and call this pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, depending on what that heart is. And you're going to go ahead and show the spectator, and you're going to say, I want you to write down one of these cards. Let's say spectator's thinking 10 of clubs. So I'm going to go ahead and write down 10 of clubs. And then with pile 1, you can go ahead and mix it up all you want. Doesn't matter. The spectator can mix it. Then you're going to go to pile 2. Let's say they're thinking 7 of clubs now. So you can mix this up. Spectator writes down 7 of clubs. Now remember, they're not telling you anything. They're just thinking about it and writing it to themselves. So this is pile 3. Let's say they think 6 of hearts. So just like that. 6 of hearts. Pile 4. Let's say it's 2 of spades. And then pile 5. Let's say it's the 9 of diamonds. So without you knowing, you were just showing everyone what their choices were. So they would have this written down and you'd have no clue what they had written down. So then you say, how do you want me to pick up the piles? They can tell you whatever order they want to pick up the piles. It doesn't matter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and deal out the cards like this. And then you're going to let them choose how you deal it. You can either go like this in an X. You can do opposite. It doesn't really matter as long as you're dealing 1 card to a pile at a time. Alright, you can't deal 2 down and then 2 down in the same pile because that'll mess up the trick. So now you have 5 piles. They choose how you want to pick them up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grab 5 cards and lay them out. 5 cards and lay them out all the way through. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups here. And they have this slip saying what their cards were. So what you're going to say is you're going to say, what was the first card you had written down? So theirs was the 10 of clubs. As you can see, the 10 of clubs is right here. So you'd say, which pile was it in? So you know it was in this 4th pile. Now the way you know which card it is, the ace was labeled as our number 1. So whichever position the ace is in, you see how it's on the far left? It perfectly matches with the 10 of clubs. So once you know this pile, you just match the position of the ace to their card, and that'll be their card. Their next card's the 7 of clubs right here. So we find the 2 of hearts. We see it's in the dead center. They say this pile. We know the dead center. So now we're looking for the 3. So their 3rd selection is in this pile right here, the 2nd pile. We see that the 3 is in the 4th position. We automatically know the 6 of hearts is their card. 4th, we look for the 4 of hearts. It's on the very end. And we know it's this pile, 2 of spades, because the ends match. Then their last card, the 9 of diamonds, it's in this pile, and it perfectly lines up with the 5th card, which is 5 of hearts, in the 2nd position. So I hope that made sense, guys. This is really easy, and it really makes it look like you're reading their mind when you honestly are just matching up the cards, but they don't know that. So it's a good trick to show. If you like that, go ahead and subscribe. Have a good night.